GetGoingNow.com. Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial, and we've created a very unique five-star process that allows the majority of our refinance loans to close in 10 business days or less without the need of an appraisal. Go to callhallfirst.com and get started now.
There are times when it's hard to ignore that you may have a gambling problem. Like you're at the casino and you've withdrawn the maximum amount from your ATM. When you can't leave the tables, yet you don't know how you're going to put food on the table. When you can't seem to pump the brakes on gaming and you can't fill up your gas tank. When you're so invested in gambling, you're not able to invest in your future. You're robbing yourself and those you love of a better life. Don't deny there's a problem any longer. If you or someone you love is struggling with a gambling problem, we can help you win your life back. For free confidential help, call the Michigan Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-270-7117 or visit michigan.gov/problemgambling. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
Places in town, please give assistance as part and full-time openings at the Town Storage Warehouse in Romulus and Dry Storage in Chesterfield. There's a $1,500 sign-on bonus and full-time associates will average more than 51,000 yearly plus or weekly premium and top wage benefits and daily market rewards between 1 and 3 p.m. weekdays. Apply online at Penske.jobs. You know the name. You see your trucks. Come join the Penske team today. Penske is a Texas B.O. sales
towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
This hour of Instant Feedback brought to you by Michael Pearl of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Tony and Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, I mentioned we have the Open Championship. NBA Finals game number 4 tonight. Let's figure out how the lines may be, who you should bet on. We go out to Las Vegas, the Mavericks, the Circa. We're going to be out coming up next month. Can't wait to see my buddy Derek Stevens. What's up, Derek? We're doing good. Are you staying cool? Because every time I look on the weather map, it's like 117.
Yeah, we did a rep. But I think we got a cold front up. Down to 110. We're in good shape.
Beautiful. You had a lot of stuff going on there. You had the obviously the McGregor fight. You had they had Garth Brooks concert. You got the NBA the Olympic All-Star thing going on. The exhibition games. You got NBA Rookie League coming in early August. Lots of stuff happening there.
Oh, yeah, lots going on. You're right about the one story you brought up with about the Garth Brooks concert. Boy, they use that to kind of test out the stadium for fans to get ready for the Raiders coming in. And as you probably heard, it takes a lot to get ready to open up a new stadium. They had a lot of problems, but hopefully they'll figure it out here by the time we get to September.
And tonight, obviously, the NBA is continuing the finals, and the Suns and Bucks. It's 2-1 right now. Suns lead. They're in Milwaukee. They took the first game at home. What's the line tonight? What are you looking for if you're recommending betting on this game?
Yeah, game 4, Bucks are -4. The total's 220. Series still has the Suns -260 over the Bucks. we're going to expect to see a lot of Bucks play come in today. We saw that in Game 3, and we think that's going to be the case again today. So the Bucks -4, I would tend to think that number is going to trail up throughout the afternoon today.
And the 220 is kind of interesting because you never know, because if it gets to be like, up by 15, 20 points, the subs come in and there's not much defense, but there's a lot of guys miss shots too.
Yeah, actually, as you bring that up, remember we talked about the prop bets a few weeks back.
Yeah.
There's a prop bet that we think is going to get a lot of action today. It's a prop bet that's been getting a lot. It's what will be the largest lead of the game. The current number is over under 17.5.
Wow.
And that's become one of the most popular prop bets because everybody's betting, certain players over under, different numbers of points. But the largest lead of the game props become pretty popular, and it's 17.5 tonight.
All right, tomorrow begins the British Open, which actually starts tonight, your time. Who's the favorite? I mean, what we've seen go on the last few weeks with, at the U.S. Open, how's that affected the odds that came up on the Open Championship, as they like to call it?
Yeah, John Ram's definitely he's the definitive favorite here at 925 is where Ram's at right now. A couple things we've seen that's rather interesting. We have seen no interest in DeChambeau, no interest in Justin Thomas. Bryson's up to 35-1 now. JT's at 25-1. So those numbers have just kept going up just because we've not seen the action. On the other side, the couple that have had the biggest moves are Hatton and Paul Casey. Hatton went from 48 down to 30-1 just in the last 24 hours. Casey went from 58-1 down to 40-1. So that's where we've seen some of the most action. Obviously, you're always going to get a lot of action on Louis and Nicholson, Taurus, Hovland, and such. But the moves so far have been on Hatton and Casey.
Who's the best value for a long shot? You mentioned DeChambeau is 35-1 right now. Is there somebody you like? Hey, we're not seeing a lot of action, but this seems to be a good value.
Yeah, I think really because of where the tournament's being played. We were talking earlier in the week. We really thought Paul Casey might come down, and he did. So we thought Casey might be a worthwhile play to put into your portfolio. And then, the way Louis plays, he's been great at coming in second. But, when you bet these futures, you don't have to always win it because as long as you have a guy that's right up there, you have a chance to hedge out on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The funny thing, Stoney, you mentioned, how early this is. We're going to be sitting in Longbar watching this thing tee off here on Friday night, Saturday night. So it's the timing really changes some of the betting dynamics.
What about DJ? He hasn't done anything, and I still see he's one of the favorites. Would that be a safe bet, or he hasn't done much that you're throwing money away?
Yeah, we just haven't seen much on him. DJ. DJ's sitting at 25-1. He's in the top 15 that we've got listed odds-wise. But we just have not seen any sharp play come in on DJ at all at this point.
Who's going to win one of these things, one of these years, is Tommy Fleetwood. And for a value bet, was he like 40-1, something like that? That might not be a bad for the hometown guy.
I only gave out one when I said Casey, but I'll tell you what, Tommy Fleetwood would have been the second one I mentioned. He's at 59-1 right now.
Wow. 59.
I agree with you on that completely.
When you look at the second half of the Major League Baseball season, is there anything that you're looking at to say, there's some good value if I place some money on a team to either win their division or to make it to the postseason that's not in it right now?
Yeah, I think everyone was really kind of taking the draft, both from the team perspective, but from the odds perspective, everybody's really kind of taking a look at the draft. And now with this adjusted trade deadline, everyone's really trying to handicap who's going to be a buyer, who's going to be a seller. And with the way the playoffs are stacked up, it becomes a little more difficult to figure out who's buying and who's selling. So we kind of anticipate there's going to be a lot of action here coming up in July. But it's really going to come down to who's going to make the moves. Where do some of these injuries land? I would tell you the team that people have been talking about and have been now for about a month and a half, because there's been such good value, has been the Tigers. Tigers have been, you've been able to pick up the Tigers at plus $2 a lot of nights, and the way they played in June and really before that above 500, there's been a lot of value with the Tigers.
Yeah, and we thought they were going to at least, I wouldn't say contend, obviously, but maybe approach 500 playing all these bad teams, and they really, what to bet over the weekend against Minnesota, but they'll have their chance. Derek, thanks a lot as always. Can't wait to see you in about a month, and stay cool if you can.
Well, dude, we're looking forward to we'll have everything ready at Long Bar for you, Stoney.
All right, can't wait. Thank you. That's Derek Stevens with the D and Circa Golden Gate. Great stuff in Las Vegas. Now, speaking of the British Open, the Open Championship, they had their little press conferences yesterday and the day before, and Bryson was asked about, somebody accused him of not yelling "for," and he got pissed. He kind of got a little upset about that, and of course they brought up the Koepka stuff, but Koepka, he hasn't minced words. They asked him about things including being a teammate at the Ryder Cup.
Is there a point, considering that the Ryder Cup's come out later this year, that you have to start at least trying to get along with Bryson somehow if you're going to be in the same team in September?
You realize it's only a week, right?
Yeah, but you are on the same team.
It's only a week. Look, I can put it aside for business. If we're going to be on the same team, I can deal with anybody in the world for a week, and I'm not playing with them. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be paired together. Put it that way. I think that's kind of obvious, but it doesn't matter. I don't think we're not going to be high-fiving and having late night conversations, but I do my thing, he does his thing. Yeah, we're on the same team, but it's not an issue at all. I don't view it as an issue. I don't think he does.
It's interesting because when he was asked about it, he said, "Yeah, it'd be pretty cool if they paired us together, because it would screw up the other team."
But I also agree with what he has to say there.
Yeah.
For a week, there's teammates that I didn't like. Right. There are teammates that didn't like me.
Right.
But for a season, for a week, whatever it is, you can find a way to get along enough.
But if DeChambeau has to, if it's close, and he's got to win this hole to win the match, to win the Ryder Cup, you're not going to high-five him if he makes it to win for your country? Come on, that's where the team comes in. This is where the United States blows. They don't have that camaraderie. Well, the other team, that the Ryder Cup,
it seems like when they get into the Ryder Cup, they do. They're not going. These two guys aren't going to. But I would be shocked.
No, but the difference between, we saw it here at Oakland Hills, that was a while ago, but still, the difference for the most part between the teams, the body language is so much different. It really is. They hate it. They'll never say it. They want to beat America so bad. And we're just saying,
sure.
They don't have to win because we got millions of them. They do too, but it's a different mentality.
If Brooks or if Bryson hits a dramatic winner, I'd be shocked if the other one didn't celebrate and give the high five as well. I think that there will be some eyeballs. If that situation presents itself and one of them turns and walks away, that would be not cool.
All right, coming up next, what if one of our teams did what this team did in the draft? 97 won the ticket.
97 won the ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ 950 AM Traffic Center, this report sponsored by the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. Watching a crash here, southbound 275 after Ecorse Road. The right shoulder is blocked. 75 North and 75 South remains closed due to Monday's tanker explosion. This affects 75 North between Rochester Road and Big Beaver, and the southbound route here has only the right lane open between Crooks and Big Beaver. Over to northbound I-75 at 13 Mile, only one lane open in this work zone. We still have at least a mile-long backup, and traffic slow in pockets due to work US 23 northbound between Silver Lake Road and Hill Road. I'm Tracy McCuskill with traffic.
Make better bets, bet smarter, and beat the books today. Download the BetQL app today to better your chances.
It's a new day, and it's coming at you fast. It could be the day your workforce doubles, or the day your visitors quadruple. With Comcast Business, you'll have what you need to take on every twist and turn, like the flexibility to control multiple Wi-Fi networks from anywhere, and the power of the nation's largest gig speed network, one that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses. Every day in business is a big day. We'll keep you ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with a great offer for $35 each a month for 24 months for 2 years when you buy both. Want even more speed? Ask how to get up to 10 gigs for your small business. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today to find out more. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 35 megabits per second internet and one voice line. Early termination fee applies. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Compares Comcast Business 10 gig EDI with AT&T 1 gig.
Getting the COVID-19 vaccine is your shot to win. Michiganders 18 and older vaccinated between December 1st, 2020 and July 30th, 2021 are now eligible to win millions in prizes. Get details and enter at MIShotToWin.com. Subject to sweepstakes rules.
Boomer Esiason with an Odyssey Sports Minute. You know, we all love NFL football, but John Turney and Nick Webster must really love the game. They've devoted nearly 30 years to researching and compiling sack totals dating all the way back to 1960. And because they've watched old game films and scoured official play-by-plays, coaches' stats, and photographs, 99% of the sacks from 1970, that would be the merger year, through 1982 when the league first officially recognized sacks, are now accounted for. Turney and Webster's unofficial all-time sacks leaders are Bruce Smith with 200, followed by Reggie White with 198, and Deacon Jones at 173.5. Jones has never received credit for his sack totals because he played from 1961 through 1974. He led the league 5 times. Similarly, Detroit's Bubba Baker should hold the single-season sack record with 23. Now all we have to do is convince the NFL to officially recognize these numbers. Homer Esiason.
Get in zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? So you've got an oil change coming up? We'll help you find everything you need. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Valvoline Max Life High Mileage Motor Oil and an STP oil filter for just $28.99. And if you're an AutoZone Rewards member, you'll also get a $5 bonus reward. Get what you need fast and get the job done easier. Get in zone, AutoZone. Start your job today at AutoZone.com. Restrictions apply. For the ones who get going when the going gets tough. And the ones who know we're tougher together. For the Pathfinders breaking new ground. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as fast access to experts and 24/7 customer support. Because we know you have people depending on you, so you can always depend on us. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done. Have you experienced basement leaks? Water is more than annoying. It can cause damage to your home and foundation. It starts at your roofline and can collect around your home, causing a mess in your basement or crawl space. Call Foundation Systems of Michigan. We are experts in managing water around your home. From gutters to waterproofing solutions, we have a full line of products to put an end to your water problems for good.
What's your favorite Detroit sports memory? Was it when the Roar was restored in '84, or maybe when the Bad Boys went back-to-back? Help immortalize your favorite memories by voting in our new Mural Sports Moments campaign. WXYT is teaming up with FanDuel Sportsbook and Motor City Casino to create an epic mural, and we need your help determining what goes on it. Just visit 971theticket.com from July 12th to the 18th to submit your favorite Detroit sports memories. Then, from the 19th to the 23rd, listen to 97.1 and cast your vote. Help us choose this single great greatest moment from each of our 4 major Detroit teams. The 4 memories that get the most votes will be combined into an amazing work of art you can visit at Motor City Casino. Don't miss a chance to make your mark on Detroit sports history. Vote for your favorite moments now at 971theticket.com. Must be 21 or older and present in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Bayville Sportsbook is the official partner of 97.1 The Ticket.
Dealing with adversity and finding ways to unify and overcome it will always be part of our future. The new season of Hope Through History, a documentary podcast presentation from C13 Originals in association with the History Channel, written and narrated by me, John Meacham, features moments in our nation's past when we faced challenges as a country and as a world. Listen and follow Season 2 of Hope Through History, available now wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're looking for a place to call home, let North Bloomfield Properties find the best place for you and your family. We also provide pre-screened quality tenants to our property owners. We love to match good people to good homes. Contact us today, northbloomfield.com.
Breaking news on 97.1 The Ticket, powered by Odyssey and brought to you by the NBA. The NBA playoffs are happening right now. Don't miss out on the action. You could win the ticket signing bonus. $1,000 11 times each weekday. Powered by BetQL. Win more and cash in more with the help of BetQL. Download the BetQL app today to learn more. That's BETQL. Listen for the keyword at 1/2 each hour between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. Text that keyword to 72881 before the end of that hour. Message and data rates apply, and you could win a $1,000 signing bonus on 97.1 The Ticket. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
97.1 The Ticket. A few things to get caught up on before we turn it over to Carson Anderson. Frank Solich has stepped down as head football coach at Ohio University due to some health issues.
Really?
Yeah, one of the underrated coaches in our country. Did a great job. He should never have been fired at Nebraska.
No, and hopefully he's okay.
Yes, they said cardiovascular issue. We also had a Twitter poll that was up because it was reported by Rod Beard of the Detroit News that one of the interview questions that Dwayne Casey has been asking possible draft selections, do they make their bed in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to ask the question that, of course, you wanted to know.
Yeah, yes or no?
Pistons coach Dwayne Casey asked draft prospects if they have a habit of making their bed in the morning. Do you make your bed in the morning? And the final results are in on no, 64.2%, yes, 35.8%. I thought no would win. I didn't think it would be
a landslide.
A landslide like that.
I'm a little surprised myself. Who cares about the details?
Well, it's today's society, John. It's all about me. You know. Isn't that why you old guys say?
You old guys, yes.
I don't make my bed. I'm a young guy. What do I make my bed for? Also, the Major League Baseball draft ended yesterday. And they've shortened it up. It used to be like, 47, 50 rounds?
Right.
Well, Mike Piazza was like a 45th round pick. And so it's just 20 rounds right now. And did you see what the Los Angeles Angels did? The Angels, they drafted 20 pitchers. That's it.
Yeah.
Not one positional player. 20 pitchers. Can you imagine if the Tigers the Tigers drafted, I believe, like 13 pitchers and 7 hitters.
Yes.
7 position corrects. If the Tigers did that, Al Avila, who obviously justifiably skewered in this town, people would go crazy over that. Of course, not seeing not one of these players pitch, but still, I find that very odd. But think about this for a second.
Okay.
They always say
at the light, turn left onto West 14
Can't have enough pitching.
Can't have enough pitching, and injuries, especially with young pitchers, as we've seen it here with Faedo went down. Franklin Perez, who they got in the Verlander trade. Joey Wentz, who they got from Atlanta, and then Sean Green, just to name Turnbull we see. I mean, Boy gets Fulmer. Guys, pitchers get a lot.
Yes.
So you have to have a lot of pitchers, and that's why I didn't have a major problem with the Tigers drafting 13 out of 20 being pitchers, and that's why I understand, although I disagree with why they chose Job over Meyer. I think
At the stop sign,
shortstops
turn right
and
on
position
Teamster
players
Road.
have a better chance of making it because of the injury factor.
Yeah, and obviously, drafting 20 pitchers for one team seems a little bit dramatic, but it's also, there's a number of different ways to acquire players, and the one thing that I don't follow a lot of is everybody's minor league system.
Right.
And so they could have a system that's right now very heavy in positional players.
Can you imagine if, I don't know, the Red Wings draft coming up, they only drafted
goalies?
Or the Lions.
There's a couple good ones.
Lions only drafted quarterbacks. Nothing else.
Yes.
Or just
7 quarterbacks.
even just on one side of the ball. Can you imagine? People would freak. They only drafted offensive guys? They only drafted defensive guys?
Yeah.
The Angels, 20 pitchers. Very unique, but it's baseball, draft.
A lot of darts.
Yes, exactly. All right, Doug, we have a big question.
Hold on. Are the Angels going to also use those pitchers in the field too? It's what their organization does.
Right.
They two-way players.
Oh, yeah.
Themselves, just put them in positions also. It's the new hotness. It's what everybody's doing.
Exactly. So I don't know. I'm sure you heard the Dwayne Casey, one of the questions he was going to ask is asking the draft prospects if they make their bed in the morning. So we did a Twitter poll and 60. Do you make your bed in the morning? And overwhelmingly, the response was no. So I'm asking you, and you as well. Do you make your bed in the morning?
I make my bed once every 3 weeks, whether it needs it or not. Change the sheets probably once a month, whether it needs it or not.
Does your wife make the bed, or you just?
She makes the bed.
Do you use a top sheet?
A top sheet? What do you mean?
So there's a fitted sheet,
then a sheet,
then a comforter.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't. We sleep on top of it. We sleep on the sheet and the comforter.
So you have no fitted sheet?
No, we have the fitted sheet and then
the comforter, no top sheet.
Yeah, no top sheet.
What's wrong with you?
No, a lot of people. That's my wife. I can go either way on that, but a lot of people do.
And each their own. Whatever you're comfortable.
Yes.
Heather uses just a comforter, I believe.
No. I
We
definitely
both use the
use top
sheet.
sheets.
Yeah.
I think there is a purpose for that top sheet.
Well, and some of that purpose is you don't want to always wash your comforter. So if you've got the top sheet, then you just wash the sheets,
Exactly.
which wash and dry much faster than the comforter.
Yes, they
I
do.
get that.
When I sleep at Heather's.
Oh, boy.
Just kidding.
What do you guys got going today besides the sleep plans?
Okay, so
Who's Stoney today?
At the light, turn right onto Northwestern Highway.
one of the members of the show did something completely brain dead this morning, and I bet he's not the only one that's ever done this.
All right.
We'll get to it right out of the gate.
97.1 The Tip.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Sold by YC Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Miller Landscape. The American League wins the All-Star game for the 8th straight time, defeating the NL 5-2 behind a bit of star power from Vlad Guerrero Jr., who was the MVP. Also, Shohei Ohtani getting the win as the pitcher. He also led off in the AL lineup. Gregory Soto repping Detroit as the lone Tigers All-Star, pitching 1 inning in relief and giving up a home run. The Tigers' next set of games will be back home at Comerica Park in 2 days on Friday, beginning with a doubleheader against the Twins. They selected a total of 21 draft picks over the past few days, 12 of them being pitchers. Team USA basketball finally getting a victory, taking care of Argentina 108-80 yesterday for an exhibition win. Jeremy Grant of the Pistons putting up 3 blocks in 8 minutes of play. Former Spartan Draymond Green with 8 points and 3 assists. The U.S. will get a rematch against the Aussies in their next matchup. Less than 24 hours from the start of the final golf major of the year. The Open Championship in Kent, England will begin in the wee hours of the morning tomorrow. Players putting in their final preparations, including 3 of the past 6 major winners playing a practice round together today at Royal St. George's. Bryson DeChambeau, Phil Mickelson, and Dustin Johnson all getting their reps in together. And speaking of Bryce, he has to answer again a lot of questions about his spat with Brooks Koepka.
I'm here to just play golf and focus on that. If we want to keep bantering back and forth, obviously being respectful and having, keeping lines where they aren't getting crossed. Yeah, I think it's fun, good environment for people out in golf.
Bryson will not be paired up with Brooks again. He's with Jordan Spieth and Brendan Grace for a 4:25 a.m. Eastern start time. Koepka playing with Garrick Higgo and Jason Kokrak just after 3 a.m. And the Olympic Committee announcing that athletes during the Tokyo Games will place their medals around their own necks during ceremonies, calling this a significant change for the Games. There will be also no handshakes or hugs during presentations in order to reduce the risk of COVID transmission. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Villar. For more, stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.com.
Doug Kosh. Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody?
Scott Peter Anderson.
On
97.1 The Ticket.
All right, Doug Kosh, Scott Anderson, 97.1. Peter, how are you?
I'm just fine, Doug.
It's good.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a nice day out.
Better.
Hopefully.
Better.
There's certainly warmer. Yeah.
Some summer. Ready for summer. Here comes a little rain in the forecast. Next couple days after that.
Yeah, potentially.
So, anything exciting last night?
No, we just watched a little bit of the All-Star game and flipped around. Some stuff around the house.
I loved it. I really did. I was more into the All-Star stuff this year than I've been in a long time, and I'm not quite sure why.
My dog did something interesting last night.
Oh, really?
Well, I let her out, and you know how the weather was. A little bit of sprinkle now and then, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm on the computer, and it's been like a half an hour. She hasn't come back in. Like, this is odd. And I look outside and see where she's at. I'm like, that's strange. An hour later, she's still there. And she spent 2.5 hours out for straight outside, sitting in the backyard. That's a pavilion / gazebo type thing that's there. So she's on. There's some patio furniture out there, like a couch.
Yeah.
She's just hanging out on the couch for 2.5 hours.
This doesn't seem like her.
She never does that.
She has no chill.
No, and that's all she's doing it, and sometimes she's like just flat out lying and sleeping, and the other time she was sitting there like she was the queen of the land, looking over her
surveying
her subjects. Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Get inside.
Well, good. I mean, maybe she's starting to grow up a little bit. Chill out. Less wild animal, more domestic pet.
I think there is some of that.
Okay.
But,
all right.
Daddy wanted to stop.
That I can't account for. That you might have to seek that elsewhere.
Well, I think I think she may know that she has to go to the VET today, so she's happy.
Did we really spell that out?
Well, I don't want any other people that have dogs right now to freak out if you
say that word out loud.
Yeah.
Because dogs are familiar with the English language and they know the word vet.
Wow. I can't believe you just did that.
I just did. I just did.
Just upset a lot of people.
The one they do know, the one I think they do know is WALK.
Yeah.
That one they know.
Most do. Yeah, tail gets going.
All right, so this morning, our guy Kang, welcome to Kang. And by the way, you can see Kang and see Gator and see me if you watch on twitch.tv. Go ahead and go to that website, twitch.tv, and then search up 971 The Ticket. You see inside the Jamie Samuelson Studios, myself, Gator, and Kang, our producer. And you can participate in the streaming chat there, which is very, very popular. We do appreciate all of you that comment on there. There's the Odyssey app, AUDACY. Download that today on your mobile device. Take the show anywhere with you with the Odyssey app. Use the rewind feature to back it up. Listen to anything that you might have missed. And you can also stream to our website, 971theticket.com. Our guy, Kang, you did something completely brain dead today.
Totally. Couldn't believe I did it.
So, we've been in this building. Gator knows these things. I estimated 5 years. Gator, how long have we been in this building?
It's been like almost 10 years.
I feel like Gator knows this because, maybe I'm wrong, you're the only one who has Facebook out of the three of us. They usually do these memory things that pop up, so you probably see certain, it's been 4
4 years since this or whatever. So
that's part of it. But the other thing is that there are some things that, the way my brain works, I can put in chronological order. Like I remember when certain things happened, and
in 2 miles, take
try to remember buildings we were at, or events like that. So, like
you're way off, Doug.
Well, like yesterday, for instance, when we were talking about Parise and Suter, right? So, and they had signed 9 years ago. All right, so we haven't been here 10 years. We've probably been here 8 years, 7 or 8 years, somewhere in there, because that was in the 14-mile bill. That was in Jinxwell bill when that happened.
Well, I've only been here 5-ish years. And you think it's closer to 7 or 8?
I think it's closer to 8, yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever it is, Kang has been making the same commute the entire time.
Yeah, there's 2 routes I take, but just only 2 routes. And this one I've been taking for a decent amount now lately. It's been through the summer at least.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
You were to tell the people what you did.
Well, I'm coming from the east side. So I was taking 696 west. And to get where we are at, you get off at the Telegraph Lasser exit, like the Mixing Bowl exit, right off 696. And I'm close to that lane, and I'm driving, and sometimes when you do the same route, you zone out a little bit, right? Whether you listen to the radio or whatever. And I look up real quick, and I see, exit Lasser. I'm like, that's not my exit, and I just keep driving. And as soon as I pass, I go, wait, dumbass.
That was
my
Northwestern
exit. Yes,
Telegraph. Yeah.
Exactly. So I completely missed. That's myself. I canceled. I just made this drive yesterday.
Went all the way out to Orchard Lake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The next one is until Orchard Lake, and they may not seem far, but as far as I think like exits on freeways and
a couple miles.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not like I'll just get off at the next one real quick, look around. No, I'm on here for like 2 more miles at least. So you get off at Orchard Lake. Get back on 696, come back west. Unfortunately, they have this new exit out here, so it's not as bad.
Right. It's right where the station is.
Yeah, so I don't know if I added 10 minutes or whatever it was to my drive, but I just felt like so dumb. I've been making this drive every day for like weeks, months now, and
I think we've all done something like that. I remember I had been living in my house, the new house, for a few years, and one day I was leaving my parents and I was coming home, and I ended up over by my old house in Royal Oak. Like, what am I doing?
You're drove in your old house?
I literally almost got all the way there. Like, I had to take it all the way to 696. I was almost at 696, and I'm like, am I seriously all the way out here?
You drove to your old house.
This is like 3 years into living in my new house. I'm like, what am I doing? It happens.
I would have loved if you pulled into the driveway. It was like, who's at my house?
Well, I think because I was close enough, I'm like, I might as well just drive by and do a quick drive-by, see what it looks like.
With your shirt off, take pictures of the house? Well,
I don't want to disclose all the details.
All right.
So,
I used to live here.
I go back to the Dr. Steve McCornack, who was taught communications at Michigan State, and I had a bunch of classes with him. He's now at UAB, I think. But anyway, I remember it was a lot about life and how you make your way through life and communication skills and all that. And there's also things that we have in our lives. We follow scripts every day. When you get up in the morning, you don't sit up in bed and go, what do I do next? You generally do the exact same thing every day. And your morning bathroom routine. You don't get in the shower and go, where will I start? You almost always start in the same place. You brush your teeth before you shower, after you shower, whatever it is. These
got a routine in the morning.
It's a routine. It's a script. It's no different when you're driving to work. You've got your script that you follow your script. So you're not driving along going,
thinking about
my next move. You naturally follow your next move. You get into these routines, these scripts, and they help carry you through the day where you're worried and thinking about other things. Somehow, some way, you deviated from the script today for no reason whatsoever. And this can happen. I was telling you, Kang, in the office, that I almost did this in embarrassing fashion. Talked to my wife. I was on the phone.
That is embarrassing.
Hold on. Talking to my wife, get to the end of the call. All right, we'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye. Click. Then I had to call my daughter. Talk to her for a while. All right, cool. Love you. Bye. Click. Talk to Jimmy Powers, our boss. Got to the end of the call and almost said, love you, bye. Because I was in the script. It was fine.
been times.
What you're telling me is that what you say to your wife and kids really doesn't mean much. It's just a script.
He did it to everybody.
It's
Yeah,
just a
I mean,
script.
you can find what it tells me is that I care deeply about Jimmy, apparently. But you can fall into these scripts and make those kinds of mistakes where you deviate and you get distracted. King, you've been here 7 years, 6 years, whatever, how long we've been here. You've been making this commute every day.
They keep trying to make it closer to 5. I'm telling you, it's like 8.
Whatever it is, that's not the point. The point is, why today did you just drive past your exit?
No, this is I think the most common one. I think we'll get in texts and calls is pouring orange juice into your cereal, right? Like you pour milk into your cereal every day or every other day when you eat, and then at some point you pour orange juice in there. You're like, why did I just do that? But yeah, I feel like you don't brush your. I don't even know how you can mess up brushing your teeth, but
I put my wallet in the fridge once.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. And I was not drunk. I just put my wallet in the fridge. Couldn't find my wallet. Opened up the fridge later in the day. There it was.
That's not a good sign, though.
No.
There's been times when I used to screen calls all the time, where I've answered my phone, my own personal cell phone, go 97 on the ticket, and they're like, I'm looking for Kang.
So, have you ever done this? Have you ever had a complete mental Kansas, spaced out, in the morning or otherwise, and done something ridiculous like just driving right past your exit for work? This one's from Scott. Once in a blue moon, for no reason at all, I overshoot my exit. Like once a year, for no reason whatsoever. Oh, look, here comes Oakland Mall. What the hell am I doing? Of course, right now, my road at my exit is melted, but I digress. It's going to be a while out there at 175 where that tanker exploded. 248-539-9797. It's Carson Anderson, 97.1 The Ticket.
At least one child dies from heat stroke after being left alone in a car. Often, these incidents are not a matter of neglect, but even the most responsible, loving parents are liable to forget a child in the car due to sleep deprivation, stress, or a change in routine which can lead to fatal results. As temperatures continue to soar, take steps to ensure a child is never forgotten in a hot car. Download the Cars for Kids Safety app today at carsforkids.org/safety app. Remember, that's cars with a K.
Hi, Macomb County Executive Mark Hagel, inviting you to participate in our Christmas in July photo contest. The contest runs from July 16th through July 25th, and all you need to do is upload a photo of yourself shopping or dining locally to MakeMacombYourHome.com. 10 people have a chance to win a $150 gift card provided by First State Bank, and you will help a local business receive a $1,000 grant. For more information about Christmas in July, visit MakeMacombYourHome.com.
There's never been a better time to find out why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Right now, new customers have a chance to win $100 in free bets when they place a $1 moneyline wager on any NBA Finals game. If either team hits a three-pointer in the game, you'll win $100 regardless of your bet's outcome. Just use bonus code GATOR100 when you make your first bet to take advantage of this offer. Make the end of the basketball season more exciting than ever. Sign up now and discover BetMGM's boosted odds specials, daily promotions, and more. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code GATOR100 to win $100 in free bets if a three-pointer is made in any NBA Finals game. It's always showtime at BetMGM. New customer offer, paid in free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years or older. Michigan only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. This excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Fisher is different? How? Don't you just ride the wave?
Nope. We actively manage client portfolios based on our forward-looking views of the market. In times like these, we understand that clients want proactive communication and guidance.
You don't just provide cookie-cutter portfolios?
No. We get to know our clients so we can tailor their portfolios to their specific goals and needs. We even offer resources on Social Security, Medicare, tax efficiency, and more. Our primary goal is to help them achieve a comfortable retirement.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions, right?
No, we don't sell commission products. Fisher Investments is a fiduciary, the highest standard for a financial advisor. It means we're there for our clients and always put their interests first.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, our fees are transparent, structured so we do better when our clients clients do better. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you are switching to us. Fisher Investments. Clearly different money management.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Your experience matters. At University of Phoenix, relevant life experience and eligible transfer credits can help you earn your degree faster and for less. In fact, undergrads who apply these credits, on average, save about 1 year and $11,000. Get the credit you deserve for time spent in the classroom, on the job, and in life. And see how much you can save at phoenix.edu. That's phoenix.edu.
How do you keep a workout fresh every day?
Clap it up, Peloton, let's do this!
By getting everything from endurance rides to restorative yoga, all right at home. The Peloton bike. Nothing like working out from home. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more.
Do you have an opinion? Of course you do. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. The D Las Vegas, the home of Detroit sports in Vegas.
The Detroit Tigers host the Minnesota Twins in a day-night doubleheader. Pre-game Friday at 1:50 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Okay, couple things. One, we got a 6-pack of Tiger tickets to give away, courtesy of Miller Lite. Yeah. A lot of folks there, and the Detroit Tigers. It's a Carson Anderson quiz question coming up today at 1:40. Something said on this program, usually very simple, like what did Kang do when he was driving to work today that he's never done before? He's spaced out. The answer would be he drove past his exit for no reason whatsoever. So that would be an example of a quiz question. We'll ask it today at 1:40. So make sure you listen for your chance to win this 6-pack of Tiger tickets presented by Miller Lite, the official beer of the Detroit Tigers. That's at 1:40. Also give away $1,000. Well, chance to win $1,000 for you at 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, and 1:30. So listen for that ticket signing bonus keyword. A lot going on here. A lot going on. We told the story about Kang driving past the exit. What is your most spaced out moment that you just did something you never do and veered off the script? TomCav44 writes in on Twitch. I take a lot of calls at work and say, thanks, appreciate it when I hang up. I keep saying it to my wife when we hang up and she gets annoyed. From what the F? I just pulled the thanks, you too, from a gate attendant when she told me to enjoy my flight. So
we all do that one.
Yeah.
We all do.
That's embarrassing when you do that.
I've said the wrong thing a million times. Remember I was at my friend's house. We drove out to New Jersey before we were going to head down to the Jersey Shore for a week. That's right. Went to the Jersey Shore. And we drove overnight to get there. We left at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Wanted to get there during the day at his grandparents' place in Jersey, and slept on the couch. And he woke me up because he's like, "Hey, my aunt's coming over," and she goes, "Oh, hey," he goes, "Hey, this is Gator." He goes, "Oh, hey, Gator, how you doing?" And I said, "Nice." I couldn't say I'm doing well. Nice to meet you. I just went straight to cut to the chase and went nice. So to this day, his cousins are now probably in their 30s now. They every time they hear my name, they just go nice.
I can't wait till I want to greet you every time now. Hey, how you doing? Nice. Kyle the Machinist on Twitch. I eat a lot of sunflower seeds at work. I use an old coffee cup to spit out the shells. I spit my shells into my coffee many times. So he's got an old coffee cup for shells and a normal coffee cup. 248-539-9797. Let's go to Matt in Auburn Hills. Hi, Matt.
Hey, how you doing?
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
So my story is, my first apartment I got was with a buddy of mine in Southfield for college. And we had apartment 814 and everything was going well. Then we got a new buddy the next year. So we got 3 people in our apartment, so we got a bigger apartment. And then we moved up to 1204 or whatever. And then I had work late at night, so I come home at like 11 p.m. and I'm trying to open the door. I'm like, what's going on? So I'm knocking, I'm banging, and I'm saying like, this isn't funny, guys, just let me in. I'm like, what's wrong with my key? And then I look at the door, I'm like, oh, it's 11 p.m. and I'm knocking on the wrong door, really? And then we had a good laugh about that. That's all I'm gonna say.
I bet. I can see how that could happen. Brian writes in, I had that moment once. One morning at work, while making my coffee, I grabbed the sugar packets. I ripped them open. proceeded to pour the sugar into the garbage and then put the paper into my coffee. I was clearly in need of that coffee in a large way.
Wow.
Poured the sugar out and put the wrapper in the coffee. Gator, yesterday I had a Grubhub customer named Lois. It reminded me of you. That's from Jack.
Oh, Lois knows how to use the phone?
Great. This is what I need.
She was outside waiting for her food, probably, chilling.
Postmates. He's going to find some bills. You check your credit card later?
I'm going to have to.
My girlfriend works in the building right next to you guys. I take that route, and I often have to pick her up. And I once pulled the same Orchard Lake F-up that Kang did. It ain't hard to do. That's from Brian.
What sucks about that miss is, like you said, Gator, it's another, 2 miles.
It's a long,
it seems
it's
like
longer.
It's longer than it
honestly,
should be,
Yeah,
right?
because
Like,
everywhere else on 696 is like a mile away, right? And then this one's like Orchard Lake Road exit, 2.5 miles.
That exit too, that is a cluster F. Like, it is a lot of lanes.
Oh, yeah.
You're not getting back on the highway just like that.
And then the one after that is the 275 exit, which is another 2.5 miles.
Next
down
thing
the
you
road.
know, you're in Lansing.
Right. Am I supposed to be in Brighton? And if I am, which exit in Brighton am I supposed to take?
Don in Belleville, I poured coffee in my cereal. Drew and Fraser, I woke up early one morning for an early shift at work. I got home later that day, and my wife tells me that I put the milk in the cupboard. Totally wasted a full gallon of milk.
Well, at least you put it away.
Heightness at home working in Almont writes in, we are creatures of habit that sometimes go awry. I take N53 south from Almont to work. My grandkids live off N53 and 28 Mile Road. If I'm going to their home on Saturday or Sunday, I usually pass the exit thinking I'm going to work. I'm an idiot. Love the show. Have a good one. Jay writes in, I literally paid for gas this morning and drove to work before realizing I never filled up my tank. So you got out of the car.
Well, he had enough gas to get to work, I guess.
Yeah, but you walked in. You said, "Pump, give me pump 10. Here's my card." Got back in your car and drove away. That's pretty funny.
It sucks.
Kang is a truck driver. I call that going the extra mile. I don't always go the extra mile, but when I do, it's because I miss my exit.
It's a truck driver joke. See that?
Yeah. Scott writes in, this just happened today. I tried to open my office door at work. The key fob from my car. And I just said out loud, this has never worked ever. Why would you do this? So he had this key fob hitting the unlock button at his office door. That's great, Scott. From Alex, I'm operating on limited sleep, and listening to this conversation has made me miss my turn twice now.
Hopefully not 3 times.
Yeah, that's the charm, though.
That is true.
Got my hands confused.
What?
Hands confused. This is from Grizzly Bear 313 on Twitch. I got my hands confused and bit into a dog treat instead of a Nilla wafer in the other hand when the dog was coming in late one night. So you had a cookie in one hand and a dog treat in the other.
Well, you got to finish the dog treat and give the dog the vanilla wafer, right?
I think so.
Ever happened to you, Gator?
No, but I have. I did try to entice the dog to get on the bed the other night with I had a dog treat and she wasn't responding to it, so I pretended like I was going to eat it. And I had it between my teeth, and then she got jealous and jumped up on the bed and said, "Give me that."
So you put a dog treat in your mouth.
That's right.
Okay.
Not ashamed.
Like in your mouth?
Yeah, dog owners do this stuff all the time. It's just it's a thing. Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
You're probably right.
And I would guess that more than half of dog owners have actually taken a bite out of a dog treat of some kind.
Just because they want to know what it tastes
Just
like?
out of curiosity, yeah. And then after they do, they're like, that's terrible. Why do dogs like this?
So what's it taste like?
It's just really grainy. Dog would probably love it.
Oh, it's all granola.
It's like muesli. Dog thinks it's good. It's like muesli or something. No good. Very biscuity and dry.
I'm not going to debate whether or not all dog owners do this, but I'm also not 100% accepting it.
It's weird, man. From us that don't own dogs and don't eat dog food.
I don't eat dog food. I'm just saying I tried a little nibble on a treat. I tried. I'm like, it smells good. It really does smell like banana. It doesn't taste like banana.
Let's go to Lisa in Clinton Township. You're next. Hi, Lisa.
Hi. I was loading up the dishwasher one morning before I went to work, and I got to turn the dishwasher on and have the dishes washed while I was at work. So when I came home, I was cooking dinner, and I noticed one pot was dirty. So I set it aside. Then, as I'm cooking dinner, I noticed another dish was dirty. then I realized I had never cut the dishwasher on, so I was cooking dinner with dirty dishes.
That's awful. But I guess, you hope you cook off any germs that might be there.
It's better than eating dog treats.
That's the lie I told myself.
That's what she was cooking. What did you make?
I don't remember, but I almost gagged. I think it was kale for one thing.
Oh, that's the problem right away. It doesn't matter. Look, dirty dishes, clean dishes, that's going to taste like crap.
My girl. Love it. 248-539-9797. All right, chance to win $1,000 coming up in a matter of minutes. The ticket key to signing bonus keyword, that is straight ahead. And Gator,
Doug,
I got to tell you, that's how it's done. Sports related. That's how it's done. And I want more. Give me more. 10:35. 97.1 the ticket.
At the next light, turn right.
Hey Detroit, it's Tanya Lalonde from Lalonde Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with exciting news. Our brand new facility in Emily City is finally complete. We're all moved in and we're open to the public. One of the biggest benefits of building a new facility is extra inventory, and we now have more than enough Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams for everyone. But don't get me wrong, we still want your trade more than ever, and we'll give you up to 125% of Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. In fact, whatever you've been offered for your trade, we'll beat it. But your credit's not so good, but you still owe money on your trade, but you can't afford a large down payment? Lalonde Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram kicks those butts every day. So if you want the best car at the best price with the best experience, come see us today at the all-new Lalonde Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in beautiful Imlay City, Michigan. Call 810-724-0444 or click LaLondeChrysler.com.
Last trade with purchase of select amounts. Negative trade equity finance in new lot. Subject to lender approval.
Yeah, I want to play that new Michigan Lottery Instant game. You know, the one with the real easy name. Cash game? Yeah, it's like Buck something. Buck, I think it's... Cash game. Yeah, you can win $1 million instantly. I want to say it's called Loot. Cash game? You know, the one that has over $44 million in total prizes. What's it called? Is it, It's Cash Game. No? Yes. New cash game from the Michigan Lottery. Easy name, easy game. Oh, I got it. No, that's not it. Then put some cash play in your day. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Everywhere I go, people ask me, is now the right time to sell our home? Hi, it's Mark Z with EXP. And in this fast-changing real estate market, it's critical you choose the right agent with the right marketing plan. Call me, Mark Z, and I'll get your home sold, guaranteed. I'm not bragging. I'm applying for the job. Call me, Mark Z, today at 844-SOLD-BY-Z and start packing.
Here's a thought. You wouldn't wear your PJs to an important business meeting, right? So why would you wear your running shoes on a serious walk? You need footwear that was designed specifically for walking, and nobody on the planet makes walking. The destination is on your right. Skechers Go 561 Mill Street. The world leader in technical walking footwear. Skechers are walking shoes specialists, and Go Walk has a variety of technical